So if you don't know, song Me and Eliozi, I'm gonna show you how I made it, why I made it the way I did, and different parts of it with certain effects turned on and off. Can you hear that all right? It's quiet because there's no master chain, but just want to make sure. This is gonna get copyrighted because of that new Twitch bullshit. So, it's my song. They can suck my balls. Ellie's shredding it. Magnificent, sophisticated rhythm, I define. I don't give a fuck, man. They can try to delete it. This is vocal evidence. This is my song. I could probably get the complaint taken away. This is how I do all of my operation. Moderation, and I never give anybody cooperation. Nope, never, not once. It's your boy. On occasion. I got these sucker MCs wrapped around my finger like some rings. About to fuck down to the king. Don't be playing with the West Coast Super Saiyan. I hear you talk a lot of shit, but ain't shit until you get to spraying. Cool. So yeah, I just made this beat. My new thing is I haven't been sitting down and being like, okay, I'm gonna make a hip hop beat or a dubstep beat or a fucking, polka song. My new shit is, and shout out Half Evil. My new thing is I'll just make random shit and then sort of try to turn it into like 5 different things. So this one started with I think I don't know how I got the melody from this, but this was a sample from a song in Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Sounds nothing like it, but that's just how it started, then it built from there. Going forward on new shit, I'm gonna save projects differently so I can show you exactly, but this is just one from the back. Most of the shit I use too is like it's either really cheap or you already have it, so. I think this is just Contact. Yeah. Preston in Factory. I use most of just the Factory library for Contact. And I think, so this one's Preston, the preset. Don't be afraid to use presets or samples. Okay, people have been using presets and samples in classical hip hop since literally the start of it, so. Let's start it dry. Hold on. Turn all these goodies off. I think the preset that I used was the 3rd. Where is it? Okay, Contact. What are we doing here? There it is. And then luckily I saved the original organ from when I froze it. This is after all the processing. But I mean, like, look at the processing. It's barely anything. It's a catchy melody, bro. We're gonna go over the Skater XL soundtrack too, allegedly. And the bass was just, oh, what song is it? It's this old Mac Dre song. That's Nicotina. I think it's My Ride by Andre Nicotina. Look that song up. Andre Nicotina, My Ride, because I can't play it because, new rules. But yeah, listen to that beat, and that's where I got the inspiration for the bass in this. It's Bay Area shit. Gotta keep it, you know, from my hometown. I do 99% of sound design in Serum still, even for hip hop shit, but this is just fucking square wave. It's a fart, you know. A little overdrive. Boom. This is what I use for vibrato because it's easy, but there's no vibrato on this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. And then I obviously took this organ and froze it. Freezing, it's just easy. If you can go to like, okay, I'll do it on the bass. You freeze it when you're done with it. Okay. Okay, you guys following along, okay? And then you're gonna go ahead and flatten it. Becomes audio. More CPU, gives you more CPU, and I like working with audio better. Because then you could sample what you just made. You're gonna get used to sampling, producing hip hop, let me tell you. This was, I don't have the MIDI for that, but it was, I think, Omnisphere preset? Something, it was just choir, fuckload of chorus and reverb. All of that together. And then when the verses come in, it kind of just thins out a little bit. I make anything that's like running in the background, like the choir for this, I'll like make it either higher or lower and just lower the volume a teens to make the vocals stand out. And also really good tip, let me tell you. I don't have a vocal track on here yet, but if you go to your main beat section, not the drums, but go to compressor, you do this with any compressor, just sidechain. You're gonna sidechain all of the music, not the drums, the music, like you would if you're sidechaining to a kick or snare. Do it to the main vocal track. I say main because, oh my God, there's a spider in my lamp. I killed it earlier with Windex, and he's alive again. Oh, if I light my room on fire, this is why. Fuck. Scared. Genuinely scared. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you're gonna go here, set audio from the main vocal source. Main is, I do like a main layer, 2 side layers, and ad-libs and shit, and any supporting stuff, but you only need the main, and then you'll basically just play it through and fuck with the threshold, so it kind of blends it together so that the vocals stick out more, but you can't even tell. And now some, some drum action. I don't have anything on the math, like the group for all this shit. I like to keep that shit raw. Very simple drums, fucking spider, man. Spiders are my biggest fear. So I'm going up against my biggest fear right now to make this possible. These two, I don't use these. These are just reference. I have a random collection of breaks and shit. I think this one's from Drum Broker, but I like to lay out a nice, already done, classic sounding loop and then filter off different sections of it and try to mimic the different frequencies with different areas with my own samples to try to, because it is good to use samples, but they're like construction kits you can buy and stuff, and people just put them all together, all the tracks together. Dude, this spider right now. Fuck. Oh my God, how is it still alive, dude? I literally covered it in Windex. But yeah, I don't know, dragging, dropping shit and not touching it, I don't agree with, unless it's like a drum, because usually drum samples are already processed. I can't kill spiders, man. Holy fuck, it's huge. Well, it's slipping through Windex, so I'll tell you what, if it gets out of it's it looks like a bowl lamp, and he's crawling up the side of it. So if he gets to the top, I'm gonna kill that bitch. But yeah, it's good to copy loops just for the kicks, because a lot of kicks in breaks are not, in break loops are not quantized. So a lot of the time, if you try to get a similar feel, it comes from the swing, which comes from it not being quantized. So you can see the kicks right here and right there. But to see how it's not on any specific line, really, it's kind of just there. So I would take, like, this is my kick, and you can look at this arrow right here to see exactly where it is, and I'll just try to match it to where it is on that spot. So it's just getting like the vintage swing down is really important. And this was I'll try to remake this one actually. Okay. Basically what I did was put in hi-hats from a sample pack of hi-hats that I have, and then I fucked with it, put some shit on it, and then exported it out. So let's do it again. I'm gonna look at my secret pack, my secret packs. Not that one. I just need some high hats. I think he's paralyzed. Dude, what scares me the most about spiders is the fact that you look and you see him, you're like, okay, there he is. And then you look away and you look back and they're fucking gone. That's like some insidious shit. Okay. ADD's kicking in. Okay, got some hi-hats here. This, I'll tell you, Hit Kit Volume 3. Topi told me about it years ago. Just go check it out. I don't know who it's by, I don't know who it's from, whoever made it is a god. But it's just got really a lot of all kinds of different hits. Okay, that's a good one. So you find one, boom dingus. Copy this like here, right? Not even close, right? But we're getting there. Gosh darn it, we're getting there. Can you hear it? It sounds all right. Should I turn it up? Hit Kit, HITKIT, Volume 3. What's up, dog? We are just going over Krylon, the beat right now, and we're gonna do a couple more, and then go from there. But yeah, if it's too quiet or anything, just let me know. There's nothing on the master chain, so really good thing to do. I'm gonna go ahead and make this just 3, and let's warp them. But one really cool thing to make it seem like it's, yeah, I'm gonna do Say No Mo next for sure. What was I gonna say? See, usually this is a speedy process and I can just do it because it's all in here, but like putting it out into words is where I'm struggling, so it's all good. Slightly changing the tune of different hits, percussion and hi-hats makes it sound a lot more like it's acoustic, so like just barely dink it. Reverb on some shit? Oh, it's RC20, okay. gonna get to RC20. It's the best plugin for doing this shit. Okay, there it is, dry. My bad. Thought I froze that shit. You see how there's a little vinyl crackle in the back, if you can hear it? We're gonna get to that up next, let me tell you. Okay, so we got 4 decent sounding ones. Oh, so let's just go ahead and delete everything, start from scratch. Nah, so you're gonna do this. I like to add a little, very little reverb, just to make it sound like it's not cutting off at the very end of the sample. Maybe a little, let's smack a little delay in there. Okay, it's sounding pretty good, pretty decent. Oh yeah, I made a bunch of dubstep. Come on, bro. All right, and now, you ready for the game changer? Spock showed me this. I'm pretty sure it was Spock. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but, dude, the spider. Hold on. I'm gonna get my best friend to kill for me. 1 second. It's really gonna bug me. Daniel. Hey, Daniel. How comfortable are you with killing a spider? He literally died earlier. So he's back from the dead. Let me grab you a napkin. You can kind of see him. Yeah, you can see him fucking crawling around in that fucking lamp, dude. Here, I'll grab you a napkin.
A nappy?
I'm doing this beach stream thing right now. So you're looking like a goddamn hero.
Oh, nice.
Here you go.
What's up, guys?
This is Daniel Sneak.
I'm here, dude.
My best friend.
Where?
It's in there.
I'm not afraid
You'll see it climb up.
I'm
Just
afraid no fucking homeboy.
you see the big puddle of fucking Windex?
He's still alive. Sorry, bro.
Fuck him. Fuck spiders forever, man. Thank you. Yes.
He is.
Big
Oh, he's
fucker.
still alive.
Stop it. Here, let me get it. Actually, no, you can throw it out. Trash can's right there. Thanks, dog.
But, you know, rub him with
Yeah.
skateboard.
Is that a new necklace? Yeah, bad joke. See you later. Okay. Not ashamed to admit, I'm not scared of a lot of shit, but spiders, big fear. My very best friend saving my life. Okay, back to business. Sometimes you want to get rid of the tail end of a small hit. There we go, a little cleaner. All right, and so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna freeze that. We're gonna flatten that, make it one big thing. And then here is the money maker. I'd like to introduce you to my friend RC20 Retro Color. Worth the buy. Definitely. It's the shit. You can add noise. You can add, it's basically isotope vinyl, but on steroids, there's a lot more control. So I'm gonna turn all these off. All different kinds of sounds you can add. We're gonna do a vinyl, so see, it's too much, so you duck it, follow it. See, now we got a little bit of vinyl noise back there. Let's just leave it default. Space is obviously just reverb. Amazing reverb in this too. Fucking weird. Oh fuck yeah. Shout out Turkish Delight, bro. That's what's up. It's got a little wobble in there. Like it's like if vinyl's warped. It's like that same effect. So it's very subtle pitch bend. Cool. So now take that again, freeze it, flatten it. And I do have on the drums, I put RC20 to cover everything. I don't use presets either with that sort of thing. You got to tweak it for each song. It's like using a compressor preset if it's not sidechain. It's like if you're going to use a compressor on one thing and then you make something new, why would you use that same compressor? Because it's a completely new sound. I don't know. Obviously this one, I took a lot more time. But yeah, it fits in there. One thing I've learned about making this kind of music is that it is very it sounds a lot cleaner and classical and traditional when you kind of skip a lot of the dynamics that you would use in newer music. Thanks, J Boogie. Shout out J Boogie. The doip. Yeah, shout out. Fuck, I feel like a dick because I don't remember his fucking name. Indifferent with 2 N's. Indifferent made this. He's the fucking homie. He made the overlay, but yeah, if you try to avoid using like shit that you would normally in EDM or trap or stuff, it's like that stuff's newer, which means there's newer ways of making it. But this stuff is super simple, and it's like the effects to get it to sound vintage is the most important part, because you can literally, back in the day there wasn't warping, right? So you could get a drum loop. Let me show you. Let me show you here, huh? Let's find a loop in my secret container. Some loops I made. I did not make this one. Right? So let's say this is 92. It's a great year. The producers would take old songs and like jazz songs, funk songs, soul, and they would get a vinyl record and record it onto, like a drum pad, like a Renaissance or something. And then they would tweak the tuning of it, not to get a certain tune, but to make it match the BPM that they're working with, So we're like, this is 92. Let's slow this bitch down to 80, right? This is a full, what is that? 4 bars? Yeah, I think, whatever. That's a full loop, but it doesn't end because it's in 92, as you can see from the title. So what they would do, and this is the way I mimic it, is you take it unwarped and you just lower it until it's as close as it can possibly be, right? And then you start tweaking it a little more fine and try to get it to line up to match the BPM without warping it. There we go. And that's the rawest, in my opinion, that you can get something. There you go. So like, that's a really easy way to try to get, depending on the sample too. But yeah, that's my best interpretation of how they used to do it, but an easy way for you to do it now. Okay, that pretty much goes over this one. Let's find, let's find some more cool things. This is all, these two windows here are samples I found yesterday that I really liked. So I'm gonna leave those open. And let's find, I get into a habit of re-saving projects because I think they're gonna crash. But let's find Say No Mo. Say No Mo. Where's that main fucking synth? Oh yeah, this one was weird because this is how I made the beat, right? So it was like originally just, which is 3 layers, all serum, like I said. You can hear the little fuzz from the RC20, which I'll turn off so you can hear it clean. Pretty basic. Little harmonic layer. I think it's just an octave up. This is the harmonic layer, excuse me. I'm so sorry. So it's a 7th, yeah. So it's a 7th up, same shit is filtered, but then when you put them all together, a lot of times too when I make shit like this is like, okay, where's that? Yeah, this sound, the bell sound. I like to put my drums together as fast as I can because shit like that stands out. It wasn't supposed to stand out. I just put it in there because I was making it so quick because I had a sick bass line, right? And then once you go over it later, you're like, wow, that's fucking sick. I'm gonna amplify the fuck out of that, and now that's like the main part of the song. I mean, I feel like people would say the bass line and the top lead are the main part, but the bell's definitely the main part. Boom, boom, boom. And this is just fucking stupid serum with a pitch just going up and down. Super easy stuff. I also like that about hip hop too. The synths and everything you do is so simple. In a good way, obviously. I'm not saying it's fucking easy because it's taken me up till right now to get this far, and I'm planning on going even further, so. This was from some random, I think it Oog maybe? No. Anus wavetable. Let me move it so you can see it, my bad. 6 sweep, I don't know which. I've had all these since fucking Serum came out, so I usually we'll just use a random one. '06 sweep. Where are you? It's probably a virtual riot fucking waves. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna move on. Also, I'm not using hardware. It's the virtual keyboard in Ableton. Easily the best beats in rap at the moment, lad. Big ups. Thanks, J Pockets, bro. You're the man. Appreciate it. I'm trying, you know. So yeah, pretty simple. Again, Super Bay inspired. All the stuff I used to listen to growing up, Mac Dre, Andre, Nicotina, Equipto, all those fools used some pretty fucking ahead of their time shit. They knew their shit, you know. Not that people don't nowadays, but they didn't have a lot of throwaways. I feel like they just went with everything they made, which is crazy. But yeah, that was the inspiration. Got a little delay on that bitch. Yeah, so what I did was I wrote the song to just this. Me terrified nothing. I'm always after something. I'm lines in the photo, slumping, dunking on punks who try to show me yours, try to pull me door, bump it up, I want to get more. But here's the thing, I make it loud and but I bounced this whole thing like this. So it's pretty much the most basic shit, and then just rearrange the audio later. That's one big thing too, is like anything that you want to put in your song that you've already made. Freezing and flattening works obviously, but I've been doing this new thing with vocals where I'll take, because I used to like do the whole song I would put like vocals in the song along with all the plugins and instruments, and it was so messy. So now I'll save the whole project like this, right? And if you go to this shit, you can see kinda. Let's move this on this side. Yeah, there's vocals V2, and mix. So I will basically sample the original, because a lot of times, like if I fucking let's do this. So obviously it's just the instrumental, but if I, you know, decided to later, you just throw this in here while you're recording, and then occasionally, because you can write a bunch of shit to a beat, like lyrics and shit, but they might not match it, so you can transpose it, raise it up one. It usually does the trick. Or just chop and screw that bitch. I didn't do it for this one, but yeah, I did it for Killer Rich, I think. But yeah, pretty simple stuff. That's one big thing, is just don't overthink shit, you know? If it doesn't sound right, or if it sounds weird, it's probably nothing huge. These were all the instruments that didn't make it. Soda. What the fuck is this? Oh. Little texture. Yeah, that's just Contact 2. Grand piano. The factory library for Contact is so good. It's such a raw, like dry sound, and you could just fuck with it, dude. It's great. It's great. All right, cool. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see what other shit we got. Okay, here, I'll show you one where I'm actually sampling a song that isn't mine. We're just gonna go over stuff today. Still bumping Visceral. Fuck anyone who hated on you for that. It's all good. It's in the past. I don't give a shit anymore, you know? Change is essential to growth, and I learned that from Oliver Tree, so. I'm in a good spot now. You don't gotta worry about your boy. But I appreciate the love. I'm gonna eat a keto snack because I'm on the keto diet. Yum. Me and my wife are huge horror movie fans, and this movie came out, the house that Jack built, a while ago, and I was waiting for so long to see it because there were all these articles popping up before the fact, before it came out. And I could do Chernobyl too if you want. Here, you know what I'll do? ADD. Start naming fucking some Tara Reid songs. That you want me to go over, and I'm gonna see if I have them, and we can do that. Let me make a notepad here. Chernobyl. Windmills. I wrote mind mills. Outlaws, yeah, we can do that. Dead to Me. Yeah, I might still have the project file. Buried Alive. Yeah, I'll do that. Spineless. Probably can't do Spineless just because same reason it's not on Spotify as this sample. It's from an Alexander song. Damn, shout out Godly Deviant, gifting subs in this bitch. Damn, J Pockets again? Where do you get your drum samples from? Your boy struggles to find solid drums. Splice rarely comes through with the goods. I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason I'm hiding my sample library with the chat is because I feel like when you're making this kind of shit, it's really good to keep your shit kind of private, to kind of, I don't know, you know, until somebody finds out what you used, they won't know, right? But I know for hard ass drums, look up drums that knock. They're really cheap samples. I honestly, not even kidding, I love Splice. Those are my dogs. Actually, below that Master Sword, there's an award, which was pretty cool to get from Splice. But Drum Brokers have a lot of good samples. Look them up. Drum Brokers, they have some Alchemist packs. But I mean, for the most part, I've been trying to make, I'm working on like a mega hip hop sample pack, all original for me. And I'm going to probably do something with it. But that's half the fun is just finding shit, you know? Even like listening to old songs from 10 years ago. Like, I don't know, just sampling stuff, trying to mimic it, and just learning it. It's part of the fun stuff. I could tell you a list of all the sample packs I use, but it's not going to help you. I'm trying to help you. Okay. I'm not going to go over Who Dat because I hate that song, but appreciate it. I could do Other Side. I'm sure you would want to hear a lot of unreleased shit too, so, you know. We'll do that. What was I saying before all this though? Oh yeah, horror movies. There's a movie called The House That Jack Built, and there was all these articles popping up before it came out, and I got really excited because all the articles were like, this movie's so fucked up and so offensive, people walked out. And then like it got to the point where they had to kill all premieres and just show it in very specific theaters. But it's like, I forgot who the fucking director is, but yeah, it was crazy. And so we went to go see it, and it's the same dude who did Antichrist, if you've seen that. But it was so fucking good. Still one of my favorite horror movies of all time, House That Jack Built. It's just about like the mind of this fucking crazy serial killer, and he's like rich. What's the dude's name? Matt Dillon plays him, I think is his fucking name. But he's like rich because one of his relatives died or some shit, so he buys like a freezer, and then he does all these like he drags Uma Thurman's or no, sorry, that's a different death. But he kills Uma Thurman with like a fucking steering wheel lock thing or whatever, and he just does a bunch of crazy fucked up shit. But the reason they took it out of theaters was because there's a scene where he like takes this girl on a date, or this woman on a date with her 2 kids, and he ends up fucking sniping the 2 kids and forcing the mom to sit down with the 2 kids and eat like a picnic lunch with her 2 dead kids. Super fucked up movie. But if you're into that sort of thing, you know, check it out. But I found this sample from that movie. Let me show you the dry sample first, so you know. Come on. It's called The House That Jack Built, is the movie. It's fucking sick. It's a little slow, but God, dude, the ending, just like, I don't know, just watch it, it's crazy. So this is the sample from the movie. I just pulled it off YouTube. Just madness, piano madness. Unaffected too, it's dry. Woo! Yeah, I literally saw the fucking movie in the movie theater, pulled my phone out and like fucking wrote down like this scene, this, and then I found it, but I got yelled at, this kid next to me and Ellie when we went to go see it. I was like, can you turn your phone off? It's very distracting. And then he left the fucking movie theater. Fucking pussy. Anyway, so that's the sample. It's Glenn Gould, I guess, piano player, but like the director uses Glenn Gould playing the piano like a fucking psycho as like Jack's inner monologue, and it's really fucking cool, but I sampled it here. It's probably never coming out, but I just wanted to show you how I sample other shit. Just get ready. Pitched up a little bit. 8 semitones. Check this out. Oh, you already know. You already know what's happening. Woo! Again, just contact fucking bass. I've actually been using Rickenbacker bass. Pretty hard, pretty dope shit, but growing corn. Oh, that was another sound from Killer Clowns. What is this? That's tight. That's from a sample pack. Obviously, it's not in the song, but cool. Yeah, another cool beat. Chernobyl. Let me see if I still have that project file. Ignore this. Let's see. Chernobyl 2. I think this was... I tried to remake it to put on Spotify, but it just didn't sound as good. I sampled a Necro song, and I didn't want to fucking clear it. There's gonna be a lot of shit that just lives on YouTube. Nope. Not the right one. Here we go. Yeah. He has a song called Most Sadistic, and that's like the, if you don't know Necro, he was one of the, I think he's one of the creators of death rap, and they just rap about fucking killing people. Sometimes it's very corny, but most of the time it is fucking sick. Yeah, see, look, this is like an older project.
Brain bug, I'm done giving hugs, done.
I fucking hate how high my voice is in that shit. But yeah, let's go ahead and delete the vocals. Yeah, you can see I just fucking, it's basically like a revamp of the beat. I just put his beat over mine, sidechained out his kicks and shit, and then fucking. I'm gonna let this play while I take a piss, and I'll yeah.
What if I want to have sex before I get married?
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
And we're back. Hold on one second. Your boy gotta, you know, take my daily vitamins, my fish oils, my fucking ADD medication, my, you know, multivitamins. Got a little handful. Gross. All right, where we at with this last one? Because I'm taking up all your time with questions, bro. You're donating money, bro. You can fucking write me a book and I'll fucking read it, dog. I appreciate it. How did you come up with Terry Reid voice / accent? I mean, I didn't really come up with it. It was just kind of, I feel like everyone's got a rap voice, and that was mine. How big are your tunnels? I think there's 0. I went to 00, but it was too big for me. Yeah, I don't know. We just play around with your flow. That's like the most natural for me. Oh, these were all the necro beats that I was testing out over these drums. Here's some of them. Black Helicopter is the best necro fucking beat. Oh my god. Or it's not necro, who is it? Nonfiction or whatever. Actually, whenever I perform Chernobyl live, I use that instrumental. The 3 times I've done Terry Reid shows. This is the original Most Sadistic right here. Sorry, it's 2 semitones up. a dope beat. I just wanted to, you know, give him my flavor. Because I can't touch Necro. But god damn it, he's a really good producer. And rapper. It's not shit. Ooh.
Rip your face off, eat it with a string of stroganoff.
That sounds like the beat I just was working on. It also sounds a lot like this beat. Yeah, the drums, like I said, the song's from, I don't know, I just got a new computer, so it's fucking up a lot of the dates, but this is a very old song, so probably not a lot of what I just told you is going to be in this song. Yeah, see, it's just, I mean, I'm a fine tuner. I like tight knit beats, you know? So this bothers me, but it might sound cool to somebody. This is just serum for the bass.
A motherfucking brain bug. A pop a ba dip dop sabada map da 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 da.
And then, yeah, this was like, I just put a vinyl sound in there. It was before I knew about RC20. If you haven't heard the song, it's about, it's basically my take on how religion is the real enemy. Not all religion, just, you know the fuck I'm talking about. Fucking assholes. Trying to, like, the people that baptize their kids before they can even say a word. That's psychotic, dude. What the fuck? Since the last Sydney shows were canceled, are you... Oh, I'm coming back to Australia, bro. We'll do vocal processing another time. I use a lot of, or I use a couple UA things, so I don't have my shit right here. I know the world is falling apart, but have you ever thought of doing a Tara Reid Europe tour? Yeah, I mean, dude, I had a whole Australia run planned with Getter stuff too, and it's gonna come for sure. But yeah, shit's been whack for sure. Super simple. Most of the shit, like these kind of sounds, come from what you do after it. Was that Omnisphere? It's probably just a preset. I feel like Omnisphere is really, really good for presets. I've never designed any sounds in it. What the fuck is that? Oh.
You know, people don't even want to know the truth.
This sample here is a dude telling a group of kids that like Harry Potter is evil.
You know, people don't even want to know the truth. People don't want to know the truth in the Bible. You want to turn the channel? Go ahead, fool. Turn the channel. If you want to learn something about God, shut your mouth and listen to me for a minute.
Ugh.
Let me say something about Harry Potter. Warlocks are enemies of God. And I don't care what kind of...
So stupid, dude. I'm all for religion, man. If you believe whatever you believe in, that's totally cool. I'm not gonna shit on that, but to take your religious beliefs and pretend that they're fact, because whether you're religious or not, nothing's a fact except for like science stuff, but whatever. We'll go over that in a different session. But no, like taking it, turning it into hate and making it a belief for other people, and then like shooting it forward and being like, hey, everybody believe this, or when you die, you're gonna burn. I don't know. That's just not fucking cool with me, especially going to a group of kids that don't even know their multiplication yet or cursive, and you're just like, hey, these are the rules to live by. You got it? Guess what? You just ruined their fucking life for forever. So fuck off. What else we got? Okay, Chernobyl. Yeah, we could do windmills. I saw on fucking, I want to do some more shit with Ramirez. I only did the shit with him and the boys and Puya. Yeah, I think I'll probably put this on YouTube. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. So this one was a sample. I forgot what pack it was from, but I did my best to change it up. But I had already recorded over the original loop, so I just said fuck it. I think the drums are a loop too, but so that there was another song. Some dude used the same Head Splitter, bro. It's time to turn the page, dog. You're like 10 chapters behind. Head Splitter is long gone, let me tell you. But no, yeah, it just, you know, sometimes you gotta go with the sample, and that's totally cool for hip hop. Yeah, I forgot what pack this is from. I heard another song with it sampled. I got the inspiration for this song from, what song is it? It's Mac Miller and Action Bronson. Do I have it in here? Oh yeah, Twin Pidgets. Pidgets. This was like the original loop that I wanted to use, but it was from an actual song and not a pack, so I found a, you know. That's the sample from. There's actually, if you want to, one really good thing about doing this kind of hip hop stuff is remaking a lot of your old favorite beats. I could do that. Maybe not this one. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But try your best to remake your favorite old hip hop beats. And there's a website called Who Sampled, and you can literally search, like, for instance, Twin Pidgets. I know it's a Pokemon, but Twin Pidgets, Pidgeots, by Action Bronson featuring Bid Body, Bess, and Mac Miller. Rest in peace. I looked that up on Who Sampled to find out they sampled Patty Stokes. Is it true? And yeah, it's a good tool to shout out Trauma gifting subs, my dog, bro. If you don't follow Trauma already, you're fucking psychotic, because his CS skills are that of a better Shroud. So watch him, or fuck you. But yeah, they pretty much have, it's user created. It's kind of like Genius, so that people will just be like, and it's cool too. You can type in what song you want. It'll show you the sample, and then it'll show both songs side to side and show like, here's the original, and it has timestamps, and then it'll be like, they sampled this. So you can literally click on the YouTube link and just use a fucking file converter website and then sample it and practice. Practice. These drums are just so sloppy. This is a Janko Nilovic. Sounds like some Annie Milonakis shit. Glinko Biloba. But yeah, this is a break from the 70s. So I took that as like a skeleton. Remember that thing I said earlier about using the beats mode to shorten the hits? Works on loops too. Right? So this is basically just to make the high end of like the loops and the drum hits kind of stand out, because it's a lot brighter. But you can notice Just it feels a little empty without it. And that's just using the pop, you know? Just random samples. Pretty straightforward. This beat, honestly, I had a show in Savannah earlier this, I think it was this year. It might have been last year. I don't know. Time is weakness leaving the body after all. So, but no, we got to Savannah pretty early and we were super tired. And so me and my wife just chilled in the hotel room and ate a bunch of food. I made this beat on the plane, got to the hotel room, and in the beginning of Windmills, you hear me say, hotel room freestyle, that's what I'm gonna call this. And I did, but I wrote all those lyrics in the hotel room and recorded it with a really shitty mic. Oh, we're dropping many songs, my friend. It's all about timing, you know? But yeah, it's just a sample with my drums. Serum, bass, normal, pretty normal. Feed Me Skin for I think $5 or something on his website. This was just a random fucking trumpet loop. So yeah, we can go over vocals real quick because I have them in this project because I'm an idiot, but these are all just throwaway ones that don't matter. I usually do one main. See, I like to, now at least, do all vocals later on top of just one audio file. But I'll usually have 3 groups, one for main, one for sides, and one for ad-libs. And they're all mixed differently, but similar. Nothing crazy. I think this one, this is just a comb to take out a bunch of, you know, S's, T's, compressor, yada yada, SSL. I don't think these will open. Oh yeah, they'll open, cool. This is just SSL EQ from a while ago. It doesn't really do shit. I don't really recommend it. And then multiband compressor. But yeah, do that. Make it mono because it's the main. Sides is 2 separate recordings. So this is one recording. These are 2 separate recordings, different tones. And then you split them. And you can use an imager, but you can just use your fucking ears too. But I like to get the sides pushed out, left and right, and the main is always mono. Always mono, dude. And then ad-libs are just kind of whatever I'm feeling for the song. Sometimes I'll put redux and give it like a cool chip tune sounding shit. See, there's hardcore delay. Because if I did, Say No Mo is just one vocal track, and in the background is, you know, shits and giggles. But if you take out the sides, it sounds a lot more personal, but sides kind of fill it out if the beat is lacking. And in Say No Mo, there's so much shit. There's 3 fucking bass layers alone. So like, I'm just leaving it, you know. Yeah, the main vocal mono is, I don't know, you don't have to do it. It's part of the leaving the dynamics out of it sort of thing, you know, but I feel like vocals can be an exception. But yeah, that's Windmills. What else we got? You guys want to see Outlaws? Most of these, the green ones are ones that are being used or used, and the blue is in progress or work in progress, and then the blue and green are finished. Orange is kind of just me fucking around. I don't know what pink is. I think the original beat for Outlaws was called Back the Fuck Up. Yeah, right here. Look at all these versions, Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, dude, this beat, damn it, it doesn't say when I created it. I made this beat like 3 fucking years ago. Jay Sully with the subscription. Could you take a listen to my read beat? It's on YouTube under Hell and Black Unorthodox. You the best, bro. Yeah, cool. I'll do it. Yeah. Let's do it right now. I'm gonna listen on my phone because I don't have the stream set up for Chrome, you know? Don't you know? Wait, I'm fucking... Oh my god. This guy's losing it. It's a lost cause. I have Chrome literally right here. What's it called? Hell and Black Unorthodox. Terry type beat. Dude, I've heard your shit before. Okay, polo snare. Ooh, you duped me. Sorry, my audio's fucked up. Ooh. That's fresh, dog. I like it. It's like a mashup between like newer hip hop and older hip hop and stuff. I would constructive criticism. I would make the top end of the hi-hats and percussion stick out a little bit more, but that shit sounds sick. I like it. Check out RC20 if you haven't already. It's great. This is a contact piano. Just grand piano. You can already hear the RC20 wobbling it. Listen to what a difference it makes in just the piano, RC20. So the RC20 is on the main group of all the instruments, right? That's dry, RC20. Oh. This is just a choir I made. Contact fucking factory choir. Bunch of overdrive. This is all MIDI, but later on I flattened it and made it all audio. So you're gonna hear some tails that are in the original. I wanna find out. Yeah, this is just a fuckload of layers that are just supporting the piano. Because I don't know how to make that really dope West Coast G-Funk bass tone. So this is like my interpretation of it, but it's just it's kind of similar to the Saint Mo bass actually. Less movement, or more movement. Sine, I'll tell you what, I'll turn off RC20. Pretty basic, a little bit of overdrive, beef that bitch up. I've also figured out that bass in classical hip hop doesn't hit the same as like trappy East Coast hip hop. So overdrive does kill a lot of the low end. That's original. Here's overdrive. But I feel like that's kind of gives you the illusion of a classical synth because I want to make it sound as analog as possible or as sampled as possible. And back then the technology wasn't all the way there to completely get all of the dynamics in. So just kind of, you know, cleans it up a bit. All serum for the low end too. But right, high layer on a low layer. Woo. That's where you get the movement, a lot of it. Super basic. One sec, I'm texting the wife. Her family's in town, so they're out hiking and doing a bunch of cool stuff. But I, you know, bad Achilles. We've talked about this. Always pause for love, brother. Come on. So all three of these together, it gives it the illusion to make it sound like one song or one synth. You know what I'm saying? And that mixed with the piano is not what that was. Here it is right here. Also, there is a mixed chain. Okay. What else we got? Choir. Oh, the whistle. I'll show you how I make my West Coast whistles. I'm really bad at making my own vibrato. That's why I use the multiband V vibrato from or M multiband from, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a free FX pack. Just search M multiband vibrato. But yeah, it's a slightly bent sawtooth. I always see tutorials and remakes and, you know, beats on YouTube of people who use the whistle and they kill it. But I mean, again, the dynamics shit from now compared to back then, it was very different. So, you know, there wasn't OTTs or most of the shit we use. So dial it back, try to simplify that shit. Also, I've noticed with Serum, the pitch bend is kind of glitchy. It's kind of pixely. It sounds really weird. So I kind of I think this was more of a glide. Right here. Yeah, so you can see from the MIDI notes that they're all gliding. You could get the same effect with the pitch bend, but I like to glide it out. You feel me? What sound is this? Right? A lot of very, very simple things. There's a sample that didn't make it. And just, you know, church bell. I've had this sample pack of church bells since I started making hip hop, so nothing special, just church bells. I don't have any of the drums located because whatever, but yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. You can go to the first part of this stream if you want to see more about the drums. What else we got? Dead to Me. Let's see if I still got that one. So much bullshit. I'm gonna guess I probably don't have the project file anymore. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
We're gonna do Dead to Me, Buried Alive, and then the other side, Arash. What the fuck is this? What is going on here? Oh, that's a Joji piano that I remade that I used. What is going on? Dude, what? What in the motherfucking world? That's kind of it. I don't know what's going on with this sample here. Must have gotten unwrapped because it's so fucking old. couldn't tell you. We can go over everything except for that sound. This was when I was remaking Joji Will He. I have no idea why that's in this project. That's so fucking funny. Far, far away retro piano is a great retro preset in Omnisphere. Okay. Yeah, cool. So that was a little, you know, special treat, huh? I can go over a remake folder I made too if you want. Just all kinds of shit.
Are you still there? Can you hear me? Is this everything you thought that it would be? Or was it all just a game? Don't lie.
Very, very out of tune. This must, you know what it is? This is probably another one of those songs like Saint Mo where I only bounced, frozen flattened the like the loop part right here because everything after doesn't make sense. But yeah, this one's a lot more simple. I wonder if there's another. I don't know which one I have open now. Okay, let's open up this project. Maybe this is a little cleaner. I told you I have a habit of making like 5 projects for one song. There, yeah, this is it. Okay, cool. Omnisphere preset for the main pad in Memoriam 1. So you too can have this beautiful sound. What is this? Isotope imager. Cool. Found it. Also, I don't know why I never do beats with MIDI drums, unless it's like a metal song. But I don't know why they're MIDI in this. I guess I was trying something new. I probably saw Flume do it and then try to do it myself. That first sound is like it's just something that I use in hip hop. It's kind of like a tagline, I guess, signature sound. I don't know. I don't want a voice coming up being like, use some effects here.
Get her on the beat.
I don't want none of that. Okay, just listen to my fucking beat. But yeah, stupid impact. Let me know what it is. Couple more signature sounds. It sounds like the PlayStation sound, huh? Maybe it is. I don't know. There it is. There's the beat. Cool. Glad we figured it out. This is actually a really interesting lead, and I'm glad I get to share it with you. I recorded my vocals doing some part of Will He, the Joji song. I mimicked it with my voice. It was, I don't know what part it was, but I put a bunch of effects on it, and now it sounds like a synth, but... Yeah, what was I gonna say? The fucking, like, stacking overdrives brings out the tones so much more. So like, I could even turn these off and show you. Yeah, you hear? It's like an Easter egg. But yeah, I just recorded it with my voice because he's my homie, and I would sample his song, but I don't want to put my homie through the bullshit of clearance. I just want it to be like, look, bro, here's the song, and I mimicked your vocals, reversed them, and affected them, but you can't notice it. I love you, bro. And if I did make any money from that song, you know, I'd share it with Joji. Yeah, Overdrive just really does a sick job of like destroying a sound, but then you clean it up afterwards. And also that auto pan is a cool way of adding just a quick LFO. See if I turn it up all the way. Totally forgot about that. Wow. Hell yeah. So basically what I'm saying is this song wouldn't exist without Joji's song, because I remade it and put a random ass top line over this. So shout out Joji. I love you, dog. That's that sample from the last session. Okay, we got it. Good to go. Just sad chords, you know, over a sad beat. Let's get to Buried Alive. Funny story, Buried Alive was originally with Nick Coletti. And then it was with Puya. And then we finished with Ellie. Smiles to Go donated $5. Much love, man. It was great to meet you after the DC show. It's great to meet you too. That was a good show. Trauma was there. Trauma was fucking shit-faced stealing chairs. If I have Hoodrich, dude, I'll look for it. Oh yeah, this is both 1 and 2 beats, because this is actually gonna be cool, because not a lot of people know that most of part 2, if not all of it, is all the sounds and textures from part 1 just used differently. So right here's part 1, and right here's part 2. Let's check out part 1. There's an old video. I did a show with Bygore in Miami a couple years ago when I was still doing the mask, and me and Nick did a Terry Nicoletti set, and there wasn't a lot of people there, but it was a legendary show, and you can actually hear his verse on it. He hates his verse, which is why I'm not going to play it, because that's my dog and I respect his privacy. It's a great verse though, I think, but he doesn't like it, so, you know, just use your imagination or look up the video. This very cool trick. It's just wind chimes off a pack. Put a little bit of redux on there. And it sounds like some fucked up shit. It's pretty cool. Jackknife beat, top end loop, kind of top end. I guess if I take the filter out, it's not top end, but just, it's got that swing, bro. I think percussion is the main focus when it comes to classical shit, because like, listen to this. Let's see. I don't have enough hits. Let me just mute the percussion. The kick kind of carries it along, but percussion, you can have your kick and snare be fucking farts, and as long as your percussion's tight, it's gonna be really good. Let's go roll again. In the beginning of each, we were doing like the style of like Guilty Conscience from Slim Shady and Dre back in the day, and the beginning, very start of each change, I made it reverse because we kept forgetting when to start and stop. So dumb me. It's stacking 2 songs next to each other with the vocals right underneath them. I'm a dum-dum. See, hear how that's reversed? That was like our cue to stop. Like, oh, you go. I am not from this planet. I did not plan this. Go on and make a fucking sandwich. I do all for instrument, bass, Contact. If you go into the Contact Factory library, go to band, go to bass. Any of those are good. If you have money to spend, I think it's not that expensive, but they have Native Instruments has. I'll just show you. This guy, Scarby Rickenbacker bass. There's palm muted, which is what I use most of the time, and then Rickenbacker bass. Oh shit. That's fucking big pun, right? I think so. But yeah, there's a bunch of presets right here. Like I said, this kind of thing, presets are perfect because they're designed to sound like real shit. There's a lot. I like the palm muted better. It sounds like a little more like Cypress Hill, like you were saying. Because we can't even hear it because Contact is not my friend. Yeah, I haven't talked to Kenny Beats in quite some time, but when he used to do EDM stuff, we toured a couple times. I went to his studio a couple times, his homie's studio with him, and he's a fucking great dude. He knows his shit. I'll say that much. I love seeing producers get super famous and they know what the fuck they're doing. It's amazing. So shout out Kenny. Ooh, Kenny. Hey Kenny, if you're watching, I got a new tagline for you. Ooh, Kenny.
Kenny. This beat is by Kenny Beats. Thanks.
You can just have that, Kenny. Don't gotta pay me shit. Yeah, good bass. And what are we gonna put on the end? After we finish writing our bass and getting it where we need to, what plugin are we gonna put on either the instrument or the chain, depending on what else there is? Anybody got an answer? I've talked about it a lot this stream. There it is, Adam Paragon. Oh man, RC20. Woo! Yeah, I think this is just the Contact bass. Yep. The main difference between the Contact bass that I just found out recently, because Rickenbacker will be making an appearance on Hot Vodka 2 soon. I need a refill, bro. There's no pull-offs or slides in the Contact bass, which is fine. You can live without it. But Rickenbacker has the same sort of glide effect that Massive does if you put on Portamento and have the glide turned up, or always, or whatever the fuck. So you can slide it, you can pull on, pull off. It's pretty cool. I think if you just literally go to Google, type in Native Instruments Rickenbacker bass, and you'll find it. Back before I had RC20 here, just using a fucking raw audio vinyl crackle. This is some random sample that I fucked with to oblivion. And then put it in the right, reversed it, put it in the left, so it kind of just creates like a constant ambience. People get so worried about instruments and melodies and getting shit sounding cool, and that's a big part of it, but also the ambience and the whole vibe of the song comes from, let me just play it without this. How about that? So I'm gonna mute it. This is without the ambience behind in the back. And you know what, I'll mute the wind chimes too, because it does kind of the same thing. You wouldn't be able to tell if I released an instrumental, which I never will, by the way, but you'll never be able to tell that this is the chorus section and not where we're rapping, because there's no textures, right? Turn the textures back on and it's subtle, but it creates a lot more high end, the very, very edge of the sides, right? And that's a dubstep tip for all you headbangers. But yeah, getting the beat down, getting the instruments down is a big, huge, very important part of making the whole song. But making it yours is the most important part for sure. So that comes from ambiences that you can never see a tutorial. If somebody made like a Tara Reid tutorial, or Big G or Getter, whatever the fuck, and they try to remake this song, they would never be able to get this right. Sure, I didn't make the sample, but it's in there because I randomly threw it in there. Like I said, I speed through drums, and you know, I couldn't remake that, is basically what I'm saying. So that is where the uniqueness, I think, comes from. If I were to just sit down, if I knew the exact sample from the exact pack and the exact parameters from the gates and the EQs, I could probably remake it right now. But I'm not going to do that because I don't have that information. Like I said, did it very quickly to move along with the beat, and it made it that much more mine. What are these here? Oh yeah, these are like Dre and Slim style effects. So that's the sound of pill bottles, because I say Vicodin. I think there's a zombie sound effect in here. Like that or something. Oh, I know what this is. It was from like a tribal pack, and that was one of the samples, was that flute that you hear in it. This one, where's it? So it was that, and I'll just play the rest of it. It was definitely reversed. So it was originally some tribal shit, right? And we, you know, separated them, made a cool, it sounds like a zombie. Another one of those things that's just like you do a lot of sample digging when you're going through it and it's sounding something like this. Like if you're going through all your drums and it sounds like this. Right? Just a bunch of fucking samples. Do yourself a favor, and some of the samples that don't sound like they would fit at all, whether if it's not the right note, not the right key, if it's not the right BPM, random shit, if it's way too processed or not processed enough, throw it in the song and just try to make it work, because you'll be very surprised. How the fuck do you think I got this sound? It does not belong in the song, but I made it belong, right? This is just a contact organ, I believe. Oh, it's a guitar. Heavily affected. Well, not that heavily. Yeah, man. You can get the baseline fucking straight out the box contact factory library. You can get a lot of cool shit. I don't think is there a delay? You know, Trekker boy, glad I could help you out. You know, I went to school for a semester in a community college. Pause that. I need to get water. Got that cotton mouth, dude. Should just let. I'll tell you what, I'll play the Skater XL. No, I fucking won't, actually. You have to wait. I'll be back. 2 seconds. My badness. Coaster, bro. Alright, and we're back. Sorry, dudes. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot more of these. Don't even trip, bro. Was that baseline twins? Yeah. Dum, dum, dum. Oh yeah, you can hear the riff, the string sounds in it too. So yeah, it's a guitar. I honestly thought it was an organ. Like I said, this beat is extremely fucking old. Ugh. Tap water. More like crap water. Am I right? Dude, J-Pockets, bro. Straight up running. You're straight running pockets for your boy. I appreciate it. Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-boo-boo. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's I think this was the project where I learned that I should export the beat and then record on that in a separate project because H2O is in the house, because it is a lot easier one audio track to cut out certain parts for different vocals, parts to stand out, than, as you can see I did here, cut multiple ones and perfect it. It's so obnoxious. Oh, the original 2 had this in it, but obvious reasons I couldn't keep it. With an apple from my teacher, cause I knew I get a kiss. Always got mad when the class was dismissed. Let me try to remember how Nick's verse went. Don't remember. Little siren in there. All right, now let's look at part 2. So it's the same instruments. Just different layout, same keys. That's a new one. I did add this one, but I'm pretty sure it's the same guitar. Yeah. So yeah, same exact parts of the instruments and effects and shit from the beat. And I gotta give a shout out my boy Brandon No Good, because he is one of the homies where I'll send him. He's been in the hip hop game a lot longer than I have, and he manages a bunch of artists. Who does he manage? He does, oh fuck, I feel like an asshole. Zodiac, if you know Zodiac, very lyrical. He does a lot of stuff with him. But Brandon No Good, my really good friend, I sent him like 3 EDCs ago. I remember before this even saw the light of day, we were on our way to EDC, and I was like, yo, let me know if you like this, because I send him fucking everything, you know? And he's like, yeah, this part works, this part doesn't, because that's what it's about with constructive criticism. It's not taking it personally, seeing somebody else's view and learning from that. But I gave it to him, and he's like, dude, it's way too long. Because it was both of these. It was one beat looped with Buried Alive 1 and 2 verses all the way through. So it was 6 minutes. So shout out to Brandon. Both these songs would not be the way they are without him. But yeah. Same exact drums. 2 songs, 1 project. Crazy. What else we got? Other side. Let's see if I still got that one. Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that didn't make it. Let me dig through here. Oh, what was that? Crazy. It's got to be in here because I recently bounced the instrumental. I know for a fact. Oh, actually, it looks like I don't have it. So we're just gonna go over throwaways. If you're a big fan of Corbin, like your boy, I make a lot of stuff with his shit. You know, obviously I'll never release it because I don't know him. I would love to. Corbin, huge fan, big guy. But I use this. There's this program. I'll open it up for you. I'll crack it open. Called Extracts, and they just released stems too. Literally, look at this. Look how simple this is, right? You buy it, you sign in, you download it, take any song, drag it where it says drag and drop audio file. What does it do in about 10 minutes? Export stems. Are they perfect stems? No. You can pay for the more expensive versions and it'll sound a little cleaner, but it does drums, vocals, music. And it's very good for bootleg remixing or remaking stuff like I talked about. It uses a certain algorithm with inverting things, and that's why it's good to keep stuff in mono. So stuff like this is possible because a lot of older stuff's mono. So if there could be an old hip hop song you like, but the drums are only mono. So it'll pull the drums out and they'll be cleaner because they're more mono. Yeah, dude, seriously. And I'm not like I don't have ads. I'm not sponsored by shit. This is just genuinely a tool I use a lot. Very much so. But Without You, the old ass Spooky Black, aka Corbin song. I got some of the stems to him with using that. I'll show you the stems, how they sound. Like I said, not perfect, but they're workable.
Every time we fell apart,
there's some artifacts, but I mean, it's decent.
girl, I see it in the scars. Baby, hold my hand.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool tool. There's like 3 or 4 settings to change before it exports, and after you export it, or after it finishes processing, you save it to whatever folder. But there's a few presets you can go through and figure out yourself. I personally don't see a difference in any of them, but here's the music separated. Better yet, let's do this. Just drag all these so you can see. So this is the full song, but it's just separated using that tool. The name of the tool is Extract Stems 2, just like this. Extract Stems 2. They have other stuff that's a lot more expensive. I want to say this was $80. I'm not completely sure about that. But they have one, I forgot again because I'm a dum-dum. They have another one that's more for vocals to clean up an acapella. So if you want to, I don't know, cool tool. Right, but now I have the power to mute the vocals. There's still some I have a stupid Ice Boy remix I did. I'll show you if you want. But yeah, it does a decent job of separating stuff. As far as I'm concerned, I've never seen another tool like that. You can do it yourself, but it's just so tedious and it takes way longer than it should. This kind of eliminates that. But yeah, I made a beat from stems. I forgot how the drums sound, so excuse me if they're garbage. I'm gonna eat some high-key keto brownie bites. This is my life. This is my life now. Baby, my diamonds, they go on. And it's something like
Zipper dibby wah, zipper dibby wah way. Seven and nine and a man far away. Seven nine, zipper the back.
But yeah, this is just part of the music split open. So this is 3 semitones down, more concentrate on the low mids. This one's similar, but it's an octave up. This one, same thing as the last, but it's more high instead of mid. And then you know your boy got the contact bass. It was funny. I bought a Fender bass, jazz bass, to try to give it more authentic vibes, and this sounds better. Upright bass. Ain't touched. Didn't work. I think I was checking the key. Baby, my diamonds. Oh, this part is great. I was wrong. Like I said, this is never getting released. It's just me fucking around. So I'm giving you permission to fucking convert this fucking video and take this out if you like it, because I'm not putting it up. Baby, wanna watch me die? I think I still got cruising. I'll look. Yeah, it was cool. Little extracts trick. PCP, Stinky Rangers, Whack Raps. You'll see Whack Raps on Hot Vodka too, so I'm not gonna crack it open. I don't know, it could be an example of me trying to mimic Mobb Deep drums. Rest in peace, Prodigy, one of the realists. Havoc on the beats. There's a bunch of libraries I don't use anymore. Don't worry about them. Yeah, this was me attempting to remake Shook Ones, and I think Survival of the Fittest is in here, maybe Hell on Earth. But I shortcutted it and used the hi-hats from the original. Because, I mean, they're available. Why not? I'm not releasing it. It's just a learning tool. I work on music quite a lot. 99% of the shit I work on never comes out, but it's just good to keep it, keep your shit well oiled. I want to learn everything about what I do, so I can never have a problem producing going forward. Understanding why something sounds one way, or why it doesn't sound another way, or why a reference track is, loud as shit. Oof. Wait. Okay, so yeah, I get it. All right. This is the original. And this is my remake. But it's way too snappy, so just use the original. This is my remake of, I think, no, these drums are from Havoc pack. There's like a Havoc drum pack. Ah, fuck it. I totally forgot who it was with. I think it's on Splice. Just look up Havoc Mobb Deep drum pack, and that snare was in there. This is one layer flattened reverb, and I took out the transient there. This is, I couldn't tell you because, oh, okay, it's the Havoc snare with the Haas effect on it, just separated to make parts of the snare a little wider. The Haas effect, if you don't know, you're about to know. It's just a way of, it's like it's like a cheat for stereo widening. So you get any delay, make sure it's not synced. This is what I do, at least. Like I always say, there's no right or wrong way. There's just your way. 1 on 1, 1 on 12, right? So listen to it beforehand. Very center, very snare. But if I'm gonna add a layer, I don't wanna fuck with that. So I would duplicate it and do what I'm about to do, which is the Haas effect. You see how much wider that is? So you can spend $1 million on Isotope. I'm a big fan of Isotope, but you just use the Haas effect if you want to make stuff wider. Sometimes you got to turn it down because it does make it a little louder. But yeah, there you go. This is obviously a fucking sample, but I was just practicing drums, getting this to blend in with a loop. It's actually the loop they use in the song. I also got that from whosampled.com. Right, so it's my remake, but it's also kind of a half remake because I did not make the drums. Those are Havoc's drums out of his pack that I fucked with. And then the direct loop they use. I just wanted to get, this was a while ago too, I just wanted to get the feeling and the, shout out Steven, 10 subs, bro, you're the man. That's my manager. He's the boy. Gift and subs, you're so sweet. You're such a sweet man. But yeah, I just took everything I could find that was absolutely in the original and tried to, you know, practice the drums, practice the sampling, handling the samples, and then mixing it all to sound authentic. So it's really good to keep in mind that if you're working on a song, the project does not have to, you don't have to put finished or final or colorize it. Like just think of every new project you open as like a new canvas to draw shit on, or do a math equation, or learn something from something else. You know, it's your shit. This isn't somebody else's shit. This is your shit. So, you know, do whatever the fuck you want. Like this is a session, random fucking practice session. Quincy Jones for this alarm here. I always thought it was like some sort of air horn. Okay. If I go over the Ice Boy remix, will you stop fucking asking about it? Let me... Ice Boy remix there. It's up next, all right? I got you, bud. We will go over it. Quincy Jones alarm, who sampled. And then I actually learned that they couldn't figure out the sample that Havoc used in this beat for so long, until recently. And it's a part of a Herbie Hancock. I want to say it's live. I'm mistaken. So that is my remake. This one is my remake of it. See, I'm just trying to, with this, I was learning how to make that beat so I could understand it, and then inevitably make similar shit with the same vibe. So I'm not, you know, my worst fear is putting out a song and having somebody be like,
you fucking, you killed this. This style was good and you ruined it. It's like, I want to be a part of the style. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's music. It's not a fucking drawing. So yeah, this is the... Hold on. Okay, -9. So this is the original. Herbie Hancock. And I don't know how Havoc did it, but he's so fucking good, bro. Funny story, I saw Mobb Deep before Prodigy passed away in Vegas at a club at the Aria. They played right before Jaws, and I was fucking freaking out, dude. I'm like, I'll try to find the video on my phone of it, but I was freaking out. I'm like, dude, like nobody knew who it was. A couple people did. No one in the crowd gave a shit. And I'm like, bro, Jaws. I mean, of course Jaws knew. Me and him were freaking out. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand the impact these guys had on me and your lives. It's for sure on my phone. But they were doing this fucking song as soon as we walked in the club, like 5 years ago. Videos. Give it the old scroll, huh? Blockbuster. Here it is, I got it. Look at this fucking, wait. Yep, shook ones, look. No one in the crowd gave a fuck, and I felt so bad, but oh my god, that was probably one of the highlights of my career, and it wasn't even my fucking show. I was such a pussy. I wanted to go up and be like, dude, Havoc, put it there, but your boy pussed out. Anyway, back to beats. This is the original. And somehow, Havoc turned it into this. Right? And your boy took it upon himself. Because it's the same sample repeated, but this one's down 14 semitones, this one's 9. So I recognized that, remade the piano as best I could. So let's go ahead and reset these. Right? It's not perfect. It's a totally clean, dry piano, contact piano, you know, like I always use. The best part of this simple sample is that it's not pitched like someone might using each individually pitched note. It's instead the notes are just the notes, but played at different starting pitches. Exactly. So yeah, just raw piano. I like the contact one. You can use whatever you're comfortable with. And then I'm gonna this is the end result here. Right? It's pretty fucking close. Obviously I had a envelope in there. You can see down here. Just to automate it, make it a little bit easier. Huh? And then the bass. You could probably guess what bass I used. Contact bass. Contact library, band, bass. Any of those. Upright bass is the closest if you're doing Tribe Called Quest vibes. Yeah, let's listen to it completed with the originals muted.
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official queens with murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of what I but they got to care about all those who are the profile of hoes. Yeah. Shook Ones. Part 2. Yeah, I was supposed to do some shit for Peep. He was supposed to be on Part of Me when I was in Greece a while ago. We were talking about it. He was in the middle of blowing the fuck up, and unfortunately he passed away. And you know, I met Audio Opera through Nick Coletti, and I hit him up and I was like, hey man, I have this song. I love your vocals and I love your videos. And I have this song that was supposed to have Peep on it, but he passed away. Would you like to take his place? Not in like a, not even comparing him to Peep, you know, because no one can sound like Peep. You can do your best, but you're never gonna be Peep. But Audio Opera shot me a vocal and was like, here, boom, and it worked out. So rest in peace, Peep. Shout out Audio Opera. And let's go ahead and mute these Shook Ones drums. Oh, I have Hell on Earth and Survival of the Fittest on here too. I'm gonna go through these two and then, hey bud, we're gonna go over the Ice Boy remix. Pause for love, 1 sec. Pause for love. Yeah, a lot of audio here. I guess it would be good to have reference tracks in here for the actual songs. It's kind of hard to work with references now that Twitch has been gaped with new music restrictions, but it's alright, you know, they gotta do what they gotta do. We live in this to the day that we die. Survive, I let the fit, we need the strong survive. We already went over that one. Hell on Earth. Who's next are gonna be first? What I want the acapella, thank you. Let's just fucking throw the instrumental. All right. So this is Survival of the Fittest, Mob Deep. Yeah. Can't actually play it. I'll play it in segments.
No doubt. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You could run, but you can't hide forever.
Right, ban me, motherfuckers. I'm trying to teach people. I'm not trying to make money off of my fucking idols. Right. I actually don't know what this snare is from. It might be a bunch of snails, a bunch of snails compiled into one big snail to make a final snail. I don't know, but we're just gonna leave it. Quick kick, you know, nothing crazy. Honestly, they're probably from the Havoc pack. I'm pretty sure I got the Havoc pack and then just went in and tried to remake all this shit. What is this? Oh yeah, I'm missing the original piano I used, but you know what? We're gonna go in and use right, so I don't know where. There it is. So that is, I don't know if you're an Ableton user and you might not know this, but there is a function that is decent that I found out about probably 5 years after I started using Ableton. You can right click an audio region, convert harmony to MIDI track, and it will do its best to turn audio to MIDI. You have to go in and fine tune the shit out of it, but I mean, I just converted this. Into this. Let's see how well it did. It's not bad. For a guy like me, I don't know shit about music theory. It's very helpful. But I'm pretty sure, let me see. Yeah, Splice, Havoc, Blood Money Kit, Infamous Kit, volumes 1 through 3, volumes 1 through 5. They have a bunch of original Havoc samples, but I'm pretty sure that piano loop you see right there is from that pack. It would make complete sense because it's his beat, so. But even though I still had that, I still tried to remake it, you know what I'm saying? Because it helps you in the end. Well, shit diddly dangus. Another big difference. New age hip hop versus old. There's a lot of overlapping with low end and older shit, and it creates kind of a phasey, disgusting, muddy ass shit that nobody would touch nowadays, but it also creates a pretty dope atmosphere. You hear that? It's just like two low ends mixing together, phasing. Sounds stupid, but like good stupid. Like stupid doo-doo dumb. And last but not least, Hell on Earth. Instrumental, so I probably won't get banned. One of my favorite beats. Begin war. I drop first blood, be the first to set it off. My cause. Amazing. Got the drums here. Same snare as Shook Ones. Now this, the guts of this one, I call them guts, but a lot harder to hit because, what is that, like a... I want to say a Rhodes or a harp, or maybe even a fucking xylophone. I don't know what he sampled, but a lot harder to get a sound like that. So that's my best shot. Maybe even this one. Nope, don't have that plugin anymore. Ugh. I actually made a Getter song a while ago called Ode to Fife, and it was my ode to Fife Dog when he passed away. And I had an ode to Prodigy. I gotta try to find it. But yeah, remade 3 Mobb Deep songs. I learned that much more about my take on Havoc's production process. Bada bangus, bada boom. You know, the more you learn. What was I gonna look at? Ice Boy. It's not that special. It's just, it was like me doing... I don't know what the... Let's go with 3. It was like me trying to do a remix, like Mr. Carmack style.
We just met, girl, I know.
Use extracts too for this one too.
All I see when the lights low. Is it hard to imagine being one? Am I reading it right? Tell me, am I wrong? You seem unsettled, touch my arm. Just keep the pressure, mind till dawn. Get out of town, leave the coast here. 2-day drive if we both steer. Make sure to pack for the cold.
Yeah, see? That's I think it's called Rogue by Mr. Carmack. Remade one of his leads, tried to adopt his style for this remix just for fun. Not gonna release it because Carmack's a big idol of mine. Yeah. Didn't fit, but
get out of town, leave the coast here. It's a 2-day drive if we both steer. Couldn't keep these feelings tucked inside. I'm on a can't
pretty chill. Alright. I'm trying to make it a point to not do sad music anymore for my sake, just because I care a lot about what I do, and when the care turns into me trying to cope with my problems and then the outcome isn't exactly how I wanted it, you can do probably a pretty quick Google search to see what I'm talking about here, but it's not good. It's not good. So I don't know, maybe I'll throw some shit out in the future. But yeah, this was my take on this. I can't play it because of Twitch. You know, respect y'all, but fuck. Just go listen to Rogue by Mr. Carmack. And yeah, I like mimicked the drums from that, just like in the Mobb Deep stuff. It's great to learn. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I think it's really important to, if there's an artist you look up to and there's a song of theirs you like, you know, spend hours, especially now, what the fuck else are we doing? Spend as much time as you can trying to remake your favorite songs, and it will teach you so much about everything. And obviously don't put it out because it's not your song, but it's good. It's good to, you know, practice like that. Let's do some Corbin over it. Can shoot her. Alright. I deleted all of the Visceral projects just so I could, you know, that was my bad. Great. I mean, I think it's a great album. And if you do too, thank you. Let's go over some old remakes. Oh yeah, I was trying to, the Sicko Mode Skrillex remix. I wanted to, and you know, I saw a bunch of hate when that song came out. People were saying like, it's not a remix, and shit. Like, dude, it's a remix. You just fucked with it a little bit. There's certain things, certain songs, it's like chopped and screwed. You only have to do so much. But I was trying to figure out like how he did. It's pretty fucking easy, honestly. I just wanted to make sure that I could mimic, you know, like a vocal effect like this. And it's built into Ableton, so you can do it too. I'll show you right now. First thing you're gonna do is go on Google and search Sicko Mode Acapella. Staying hydrated. And get that acapella, warp it to 155. Experimentation process, bro. I did that shit in Reason. $11 years ago, but shout out to you for knowing what the fuck that is.
At school, I used to bust it to the dance.
And go down here. Sorry, my lowrider's in the way, but you're gonna warp it, hit beats, make it so it stops at the transient. Like I said, didn't go to school. That's what it means to me. It's gonna stop at the transient. Low rip.
At school, I used to bust it to the dance. At school, I used to bust it to the dance.
And there you go. Sorry, transients mode.
At school, I used to bust.
We'll do the transients, but put it to an eighth so it's steady. Boom, 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 boom.
At school, I used to bust it to the dance.
And then I lowered it 5 semitones. Also, Skrillex does this a lot. There's Complex.
At school, I used to bust it to the dance.
Complex Pro adds formats and different textures. You can make it sound like it's a woman if you do it right. You can make it sound like your voice is way deeper than it is if you can do it right. But
at school, I used to bust it.
On Pro, 0 and 0. On the formats and envelope, 0 and 8. Sound exactly like Complex, but if you turn formats up,
at school, I used to bust it to the dance.
I do that a lot. It keeps a bunch of the high end. And that's also how you get the, what was the song? Skrillex did a song with, it was like a reggae song, but he lowered the vocal and put,
at school, I used to bust it to the dance. At school, I used to bust it.
That's, you can add cool fucking sounds, whatever. Let's keep going. Fly low thing. And I'm sorry if I'm not getting to all the messages and shit. Oh. Wow. Thanks for the quick ban on that throw blocks guy. Jesus Christ, what a fucking chode. Yeah, keep that just the shit out the fuck out my chat. Okay? Jesus Christ. He's already banned, fuck him. But and you know what? I might get banned for wearing this shirt. I'm not gonna shoot anybody because I don't have guns because I'm scared of them. But if you're racist, fuck you. Get the fuck out the chat and learn how to be a decent human being, all right? I got this fucking shirt to support Black Lives Matter, all right? And if you're scared of a fucking t-shirt, dog, you can get out of this chat right now. It's a fucking shirt. Oh my God, this was from a video that I took, me and Oliver Tree years ago. Santa Ana saw Fly Low. He played this song. I still don't know what it is. Yo, if anybody knows the name of this song, put it in the chat, please. I've been trying to find it, but I was trying to remake it. It's garbage. It's live quality, so. So bad. I think there's another. You can't hear it for shit, man. I've been trying to find that song for so long. But yeah, it's a great song. Dude, I tried Shazamming it. I tried to remake it. My remake is not good. Bad. Super bad. Oh, You and Me by Flume. I might have the Let Me Love You remix. What kind of water bottle you sipping? This is a Takia fucking... I got it at Best Buy when I was on tour. Thank you for banning him, Trauma. God damn it. Sad fucks, man. Oh, did Ableton crash? Oh. Yeah, if you're racist, fuck you. Don't listen to my fucking music. Even a little racist. You're still racist. We're all humans. Trash. Oh, man. Flume is my all-time favorite. And this was my attempt. Also, that weird sound coming after my voice is my laptop fan, because I have it on a mouse pad in front of my PC, so sorry about that. I don't have the solo. I don't have any visceral project files anymore. We're trying to put it, you know, in the past. Thank you for reporting him. Stupid fuck coming in my fucking stream. Probably doesn't even know who I am or what the stream is. He just saw a shirt that tilted him. Oh yes, I think fuck. Forgot what Reddit thread it was. There was a Flume Reddit thread and somebody was like, hey, here are the samples from Days 22. I found it in this pack, blah blah blah. And so yeah, I tried to make which, by the way, this is the original sample. I remember when I was talking about stacking overdrives. Got pretty close, see? Yeah, look up this original song, and that's how I do it. I don't know how Flume does it, because he's a lord. He's lording all the time, but that's how I get that sound. Yeah, I think it's got to be the Flume subreddit. Just look up Days 22 sample. Somebody found him, put it in there. Wallfuck. Perfect example of somebody using only samples and making it work. Almost every single song in Wallfuck is in a pack, and Half Empty showed me. A good friend of mine, Half Empty, showed me the pack, and this is one sample. I'll show you clean. Right? Crazy. So I took that, did my best to remake it. Yeah, these are all Samples, not the drums, but the samples in the main part are from a pack. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, it's because it's not filtered out. My bad. I put it on the wrong one. Here we go. Let's see this one raw with nothing on it. So this is the sample. I didn't make this. These are samples that I tried to affect the same way he did. But that's the sample. And fucking 115, so we warped it, put it up 8, boom, put some effects on it, nothing crazy. Yeah. V, another song by Flume that was a bunch of samples that thank God. Man, there was a piece of chocolate on my desk and I just ate it and I was like, is that chocolate? What is that? But it was chocolate. That must be the wrong name. Wait. I guess this was the end. This is one of those things where I remade something and then turned it into something else. So obviously this isn't V, but whatever, you know, it's cool. Maybe I'll work on that. Put it in my giant fucking library. All right, Squid Attack. Classic. Classic, dude. I know I got a Tor Poland, dude. Copy the patch if you want. It's nothing special. Digicook is from Massive, I think. Screen cap, hurry, go, go, go. What is Digicook from? Copy it. Hurry up. Hurry up. I know you kids and you love your presets. And this is 2 layers. A lot of automation. Oh, I think Digicook is from Maelstrom, the synth I used to use. Because I could totally remake this synth in Massive if I sat down with it for a little bit. Oh no, yeah, it's in Massive. Sorry, not Maelstrom. Digicook 1, if you download Massive wavetables. There you go. Copy that one, hurry, go. Screen cap it. Screen cap it, hurry. Oh wait, that's the same, wait. I want this one. There we go. Melomantic is in the same digital hyper folder. And then it starts to sound way shittier towards the end. Cool. Inhalant Abuse. That would be cool if I have that one still. Ooh, you want to hear? I was working on this one. It was supposed to be on Dahlia 2 with Ghostman, but you know, it's just a legend at this point. We're both very busy with our own shit, and when we get to it, we will definitely come around to it, but I think I'm gonna finish this and release it as Getter, because this beat is fucking sick. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Just imagine Ghostman like at the verse. He's like, yeah, maybe some. There it is. Yeah, that was supposed to be Dahlia, but I'm probably just gonna release it. But let's go over the layers, because this one is very complex. It's cool. I'm not T-Pain. I appreciate the heads up, but you know, you don't make a lot of money from music as it is anyway. As long as I keep getting those shows, we're good. Dragon Chains. Enough said. Wind and Leaves. I think that's a Medicine sample from his sample pack for Splice. The point of this one was to emphasize the very first part and leave the rest open, because Ghostman is really good about taking something like that and following it with, like, filling in the not crazy part. So having the loudest, most annoying possible instruments going along with the kick. So China, the most annoying cymbal in, you know, the drum world. Crazy Remedy kick, shout out Remedy. That's also a Remedy, I believe. I think it's a Remedy 808 that I've fucked with. Oh yeah, this was my first time trying Saturn 2 that just came out too. Pretty cool stuff. But that's kind of the wind up, you know. I want it to feel like I'm punching you in the face, while Ghostman soothes your fucking ears with his vocals. So wind up, and then all these layers below it are just, there's a growl in there, there's a zombie breath, there's literally, look, growl zombie, like. Clipping just a little bit. These are all the same 808, just this one is affected. This one has no low, and it's got redux. And then I'm pretty sure this one's just like really cut, and it's emphasizing like the grittiness of a saw, and then all of them together fucks your brain up. But then we're gonna add a zombie breathing. So let's hear the full sample here. Pretty heavy stuff, huh? But I took, remember I was saying how, like, try to use samples that don't fit? This is why. You should get something like this. Because if I were to play this song without that, there's a space. It needs more. Right? So, also if you take away the redux, it just sounds like a normal you know, 808. Redux adds a lot. So that with the growl, or with the zombie, it adds like a weird, like you can't tell it's a zombie anymore. It just kind of sounds like some sort of air. Redux is Ableton. It's like a bit crusher. It's a downsampler. So here, this is, if you're on Ableton, it comes with it. If not, they have them pretty much built into any synth. And yeah, bit distortion. Thank you. So that's without it. With it. And then this last, I'm kind of on the fence about this one, but it's a growl from one of my sample packs in the back. Might bring it in later. And then the instruments. This was the original that I had made, froze. I'm pretty sure you have them. No, it's not the MIDI. I made this loop, Omnisphere. I guess that's the older one, the first one. Then the second one is the one I froze and flattened. But I just made a loop, froze it, flattened it, and then chopped it up. Right? So it's like I'm sampling my own thing that I made. It's kind of cool. Medicine. It's like the ambience I was talking about. So like that loop could probably be used in a song as the, you know, the main part of it because it's a string instrument, but instead I'm using it as ambience to fill out the rest of the song. So nothing's overpowering anything except for the kick. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, this whole channel's muted on the kick. And what's this? Oh, it's just really fucked up tone. Put in the background. Another little wind up here. You know, I think I'm gonna put that one out. It's like still in the first rough draft, but I'll probably put it out and then have him do a remix later or something. Some good stuff in here. I don't want to go over a lot of EDM shit just yet. Skater XL. That's weird that that's there. I don't know why that's there. Weird. Oh, I made some cool flips. Because whenever I don't have any ideas for anything original, I'll just like take my favorite songs and either remake them or make a remix to play live. A lot of the stuff I play live is my own renditions of, you know, like Ian Space Lasers sends me a lot of cool, I'll do Why Is Hell So Cold. I'll do it, whatever. Fuck it. Let me find it. But yeah, he'll send me stems and I'll just make his song but rework it. Oh, this is a Gold Dust edit I was making, I think this morning. Oh, here's the Gold Dust patch I made. If you guys want to screen cap that one too. So simple. And I try to, I use one of Sophie's songs, what's it called? Not Okay. She had this really cool, they had this really sick It's like dude. So I just love that sound, but I tried to make the gold dust lead. But it's still fucking, it's like 3 hours of shit, but yeah, cool little, you know, cool little thing. This is, whoever keeps asking for, this is for you. I could do represent too, and then we'll wrap it up. Because I think my wife will be home soon, and I want to make her dinner or something. Because I love her. I just got my fucking ears pierced right here. And headphones do not help it. Yeah, most of the snares I've been using for like hard-hitting EDM shit. Definitely drums that knock. If you don't know it, now you know. Google that shit. I don't know who makes them, but bro, if you're watching, you're doing a great fucking job. Really good price. Really good ingredients. Better pizza, Papa John's. This was a throwaway one. I was gonna do a post-visceral follow-up album, but whatever. No more. This one is more detailed. That's why it's so glitchy and weird. Sorry about that. That looks like it was a vocal. I did a lot of vocals that didn't make it to visceral, but yeah, this is one of them. But it's, my vocals all glitched out. This is Serum. Wait, why is that there? Sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, dude. Let me take this down a little bit. Great lead, but not right now. Well, it's when he goes in the dark. I took that part and just looped it a bunch. Really thick low end in this one too. Get your screen caps ready. Here we go. If you want a cool little pad. There you go. But you gotta do a bunch of shit after it, because then it will sound like this. Overdrive is very powerful. So don't sleep on overdrive. But yeah, that's... And the LFO... Ah, cool. I did save the MIDI. No, I did not. Yes, I did. It's right here. It's just it's the same key, it's the same notes, same chords, but it's different LFO rates at the same time, and it makes a cool effect. Okay, those got initialized for sure. Eventually they'll reach this point. And then all of them together sounds like a cool... So yeah, that's why his house so cold. What else we got here? Oh, me and Sneak made this really, really cool thing years ago that we've never finished because we just can't do it. We can't think of what else to do to this. We made a cool, I'll get represent up here too, but we made a cool lead for an intro that and we just couldn't finish. We'll do represent, and then I'm gonna go eat some real food. There it is. I'm stoked people liked represent so much because that was my first time doing shit in so long. Choppa's project file, I'm pretty sure Space Laces still has it, but I can see, you know, if you can send it to me so we can go over it. Something's not loading right here, Big Doug. There it is, okay. This shit is fucking powerful, dog. Oh wait, I think we have to wait for Reason to, or Ableton to load this sample. There it is, cool. It's a synth. I downloaded this thing called Portal. Right here. Cool. I gotta activate it again because I switched computers because, you know, they still haven't figured that out. But yeah, really cool plugin. It's like a granular effects. But with that, we made this. It's like a What's So Not vibe. We just couldn't figure out what to do after it. It was just so fucking cool as is. So here's the last but not least, represent project file. Don't worry, I have a huge Getter EP coming out. That's all represent style. Is that too loud? Really good. Honestly, I haven't fucked with a lot of new shit coming out, not because I'm a chode and that I am like an old head. I like pretty much everything except for country. And I just haven't been on socials a whole lot. Been on Twitter a little bit more, but yeah. Oh yeah, I had to mute these for the final release because they were a DOS effects sample. I think Skrillex has used DOS effects in what's that song called? It's like ba ba ba. Where is it? What song is that? Friendly Fire. Yes, thank you, Howie Bling. Friendly Fire was a song Skrillex did for one of his sick video Jazz did, and he uses part of this acapella, which I used in the original, but I had to take it out because I wasn't thinking, and it's clearly not mine. So. Das effects with the real hip hop. But yeah, it goes, ya whack man, I eat a rapper like a Pac-Man in Friendly Fire, and that's from this. I'll play it how I intended on putting it out. Let's delete those. That's all this song started out as, was just this was supposed to be the main synth. Hold on. Unimas. All right. So yeah, that was supposed to be the original sound. But then more experimenting happened, and you know. I love the fucking drums in this song. I killed it, not even being a chode, but it's good to recognize when you killed shit, and these drums are great. It is hit kit crash. You know? It's a lo-fi loop that I cut up. I don't know what to do with my hand. Another lo-fi loop, Kiss Breaks, classic. I did that beat thing I was telling you about right here. Stopping it at the transients. Basically what I tried to do with these drums was blend classical drums that I've been doing a lot more, because my main focus right now is hip hop, because I've been doing dubstep stuff for so long that I really don't want to move on. I just want to evolve and do more, as much shit as I can. So I was trying to blend the two styles together. So it's cool. It's really fun to do too, is if you make like a rhythm song or whatever the fuck you want to call it, making a dubstep song, and just once you got a sick idea, just completely change the drums, and it could make for a cool experiment. With that swing, a lot of times you can't really get swing. You can't get the right swing that you can from sampling breaks, for sure. This snare is drums that knock. Flume actually uses a lot of drums that knock, and especially in his new shit. I saw everybody like the kick too, but I don't know where the kick came from, so. Sometimes when I'm getting real technical, I'll draw in my sidechain like this with the utility, because before utility went down -30, but now it goes minus infinity, so effects are just kind of random effects that are in my library, just thrown in and out, because it sounds weird without it. Utility doesn't really click for me if it's too sharp of a curve. Yeah, but usually if there's a click, you can always put. I hate the new automations they did. You can just like do like that, and it'll get rid of it. But a lot of clicks come from very vertical chops when it's in the middle of a sound. But usually I keep shit automatic because that's what Space Laces does, and you know, you gotta follow the pros. I always do a low, like my own sub. I know a lot of people will duplicate the instrument, flatten it, and then this kick is from CPA Bedroom Beats. Yes, sir. That is what it is. Yeah, Space Lace is fucking crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways to fucking sidechain. As long as you sidechain, that's the whole point. This is kind of a cool synth. Very simple, but... And I always say this, you need post-processing. It's like the most simple serum. Right? But then overdrive, OTT, delay. I think the delay is more... Yeah, I do tonal delay with just the Ableton delay, and then this is just normal delay. But you can, the same, it's similar to the Haas effect, but it adds like a, almost like a flanger metallic, you know, effect. And then usually when I make songs like this, I'll make one synth, so I'll make that one. Well, I made this one. And then that turns into the main synth, which then will turn into, I'll duplicate it because it's got the same post-processing. I'll duplicate it, change a bunch of stuff, maybe change, like, let's see, comparison. Square and that. This is square and that. So the same, but just a different oscillator too. So if you make one really dope synth, try to make 4 or 5 out of that one. And then, yeah. You can pretty much build a whole song out of that. Yep, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, a lot of the times you'll never find good. There are amazing YouTube tutorials for not only this stuff but hip hop stuff. But when you dig through the clickbait and you find one worthwhile, they can only show you so much. AU5, I've learned a lot from him on his YouTube. He posts the greatest tutorials. But I mean, he keeps everything mostly in Serum. But a lot of the shit that I do, I just use stock